There we go. So I've been in the beauty and the wellness industry for a little bit longer than I have been a nurse. So almost 25 years. Yes, the nurse is definitely wellness, but I've been in other areas of the industry. So, and in that capacity, as I was able to study with a few really accomplished and professional makeup artists for the Hollywood stars. So I love sharing some tips. And today we're all about lashes. Next Wednesday at 6:30, we are going to be talking smoky eye design. Today, all I have on is bronzer. Bronzer's awesome. If you just want to quick and go, today's a Saturday. I'm getting ready to do my yoga workout and just have fun with the family kicking it. So bronzers are fantastic when you just want to look a little healthy. You don't want to look really made up. But smoky eye is all about your Valentine date night. Smoky eye is all about the subtle art of soft seduction. Ooh, doesn't that sound yummy? Sounds like chocolate. Anyway, so I'm happy to share, and that's going to be Wednesday night, 6:30. We're going to be doing that one, and I will be sharing. I'll be specifically using my smoky eye palette. I got this for free with my loyalty shopping dollars through my online shopping club. I absolutely love these mineral, more natural colors. They're just fantastic. So we'll be playing with this. But if you have some favorite colors, hi, Kalina from Brazil. Oi. Hi, Karen. But have your makeup kit handy, have your brushes, and I will love to walk you through two different types of a smoky eye design. I do have a couple of brave models who are coming so that we can demonstrate on. But now let's dive into lashes. So a couple of things about your lashes. One thing that commonly hurts our lashes, honestly, truly, is going to bed with your makeup on. Do not go to bed with your makeup on. Make sure, especially if you are, using mascara, don't go to bed with your mascara on. We actually have mites. You have lash mites that live on your lashes, and they proliferate profusely. If you've ever seen them under a microscope, it'll kind of freak you out, actually. I don't like knowing that I'm feeding those lash mites. So make sure you take your eye makeup off. So right now I have no mascara on. I have a little bit of bronzer and I do have a liner. And I'm going to show you, just because we're talking about lashes, I think if you really want a luscious lash, I'm going to do one simple lash and then I'm going to show you a luscious lash. The key, really, when you line your lashes, the purpose of an eyeliner really truly is to make your lashes look like they stem from this deep, luscious forest, right? And so a liner, when you line your eyes and you can stay really close to that lash line, that's great. If you do have a fuller eye or what's called a hooded eye, you can, let me look through my looking through my kit here. You can get a brush like this. This is a nice angle brush. It's a synthetic brush so that I can wash it with my antibacterial soap. But you can get like a quality eyeliner. Don't get cheap dollar store stuff around your eyes. Really, truly. Get a nice, I love mineral powders, but get a nice eyeshadow in black. I know that sounds kind of scary, but it's fantastic. If you have a fuller eye, the closer you can get to the lash line, the better. And you can actually come right up in here with your eyeshadow, not into the eyeball, of course. It takes some practice. And when I learned this technique from Robert Jones, he's a professional Hollywood makeup artist, it took me 6 months before I would teach my customers how to do it. I was so chicken. But it's a fantastic technique. Every time I teach somebody, the response is, oh my gosh. They're like, wow, it's super duper awesome. Makes your eyes pop. Especially if you have a problem with when you wear liner, you open your eyes and it's all up here because your eyes are fuller. This is a fantastic tip. So starting with a clean lash, you want to curl. Always curl first with a good curler. You should replace a curler every 6 months. This rubber piece that's in here, you should pop it out. You should replace this every 6 months, the rubber piece. The eyelash curler itself, you really should replace every year or so. I think the longest I had one that lasted, and I loved it so much, and I just couldn't find it anymore. It was a Japanese brand, and it lasted 3 years. But the problem is, even if you have a good rubber piece, if you have an old eyelash curler, the mechanism changes, and it will actually pull out your lashes. It will damage your lash. And I have seen, there's one makeup artist out there now who's actually teaching people to curl lashes after mascara. Don't do that. It's very damaging to the lash. But let me tell you, even if you're not wearing mascara, hi, Julie! Mwah. Even if you're not wearing mascara, when you curl your eyelashes, it automatically makes any eye appear more youthful and more lifted, more energetic and open. And so I'm just going to show you how that works. When you take your lash curler, you're going to start here at the base of the lash. Sorry, I have 2 different broadcasts going. But you're going to start here at the base of the lash. And you are going to crimp it down, walk it out, crimp it down, open it up, walk it out, crimp it down, open it up, walk it out, crimp it down. So you're going to do it several times as you move up the lash, because what we're going for here is a nice, youthful flip. We're not going for the old lady crimp. If you can see here. Okay, so in this demonstration here, you can see this eye's curled and this eye's not. Now I'm going to scare you guys and get a little close so you can see the difference. It's hard to tell. But you can tell that the eye that's curled looks a little better even without mascara. Now I have really blonde eyelashes, so a lot of times you can't even tell if I'm wearing mascara or not unless I put some mascara, or you can't tell if I have lashes or not unless I put mascara on. Now, if you want to Va-Va-Va-VOOM, a simple lash, just curl them, throw on a nice soft mascara. There's lots of soft mascaras, and what I mean is they do a really thin, a very light coat. It's barely there. I'm going to show you dramatic Va-Va-Va-VOOM, hubba hubba, let's have a party lashes. So if I want those kind of lashes, I'm going to use a lash primer. There's lots of good ones out there. And a lash primer, just like when you paint your house and you prime the wood, this primes your lashes, makes them absorb more of the mascara, prepares the lash to receive the mascara. Here I have a glob, so that's not good. And when you apply it, you just kind of wiggle it back and forth across the lashes. I find it works best if you apply your mascara right after the primer. Now the key, I think too, despite what type of brand you use, and I have some favorite brands. I love Sabellis. I'm going to show you that Wednesday night. Mary Kay has a nice one too, but look at the brush. The brush is critical. And what I'm going to show you a couple different types of brushes. This particular brush, now you can see already my curling because I had too much primer on there. I didn't notice I had a blob, but the weight of your mascara is going to weigh your lashes down and you're going to lose some of the curl. But let me just show you real quick. When you're looking at a mascara, really truly consider the brush. A cheap brush is going to give you a cheap look. I don't seem to have the other here. Oh, I'll show you here. Show you some different kind of brushes. This brush, this is brand new. I absolutely love this mascara. This is Lash Intensity by Mary Kay. But you can see here this brush. This has a design that thickens and defines. So some of them that you see that are really kind of thin and straight, those are great for defining. This one is thick enough to thicken the lash, and it has enough of those little definers to define the lash. So it does both. Here's one. I want to show you the difference. This is a defining mascara. So you can see here the brush is quite a bit different. It's quite a bit different. It's going to have a completely different effect. And so Mary Kay came out with this dual purpose mascara that thickens and defines because so many of us were using two different mascaras. I pick my mascaras by what they do. If I like the effects, it's a great thing. You can combine different types of mascaras to get the achieved effect. And let me show you one more. This is a kind of a brush that you might find on the mascara. It's kind of defining here, but it curls the lash. It's got a curved brush. It's thinner. So if you find a brush that's slightly curved, but that's thicker, a little thicker than this, it's going to thicken. This isn't really a thickening mascara. This is a very soft, gentle, barely there, just a nice kicking it sporty kind of mascara if you like that kind. This is called Lash Love. It's a lengthening mascara by Mary Kay. Lots of different companies have them. Melaleuca Sabella has a nice mascara like that. So we've done the Ultimate Mascara, which is a great thickening mascara. I'm going to use, this is the Lash Intensity. So this one thickens and defines at the same time. Now the other key is when you put on your mascara, don't go do coat after coat after coat after coat. Make sure you're letting them dry in between. Otherwise, you're going to look like Tammy Faye Baker. You dipped your lash in a bucket. That's not very attractive. The other thing, too, is when you apply it, wiggle it back and forth as you move up the lash. And then your first coat, you might even put some on the underside, the other side of the lash. So here you can kind of see the difference. Pretty amazing. Let's show you the other side now that I don't have goopy primer. And we'll show you the difference that a good curl can make. And you want to be real careful. That's the other reason for making sure that you don't apply thick coats. It's much better to apply several thin coats than a thick coat. Remember, the thickness of whatever product you're putting on your lashes is going to weigh it down and you're going to lose some of the curl. Now you can, there is one curler. And remember, again, we start at the base of the lash, we crimp it, we walk it out, open it up, crimp it down. So we do several passes to get a nice, youthful flip. We don't want the old lady crimp. But there is a heated lash curler that's a wand. It's nothing that pinches the lash. And that's a fantastic one that you can use, like in this case, if you put product on it was too heavy and it weighed it down, that you could use to flip it up there. But let me show you here. Now, too, what happens, sometimes you have a new product and it has a lot of product on the lash, like my new lash primer. So it's a good idea when you have a new product, scrape it off here so that you don't have big, thick glopping weigh your lashes down. And again, you're wiggling it starting from the base and working it out. The lash primer works best when it's a little, or your mascara works best with lash primer when the primer is a little bit wet. And again, we start at the base, we wiggle it, and I hit the tips from the underside a little bit. Have a little bit better curl here. So this is one coat here. This is two coats here. So this is great for today. I'm kind of athletic today. I'm getting ready to go work out. I'm not dressed very glamorously. I don't have a smoky eye or a killer kick butt glamour eye design. This is a fantastic one coat. You're done. You wouldn't even have to do primer. Soft lash. If, however, like we said, we want a hubba hubba, kick butt, boom boom kind of, let's have a party lash. You let it dry and hit it again. And you might even have, I think it's great to have several different kinds of mascaras. Have a thickening one, have a defining one, have a dual purpose one. If you want a party kind of lashes, that's fantastic. So you can see here with a little better curl, the difference in the alertness. Makes your eye look more youthful, right? It's a lot of fun. Mascara and lip gloss and a bronzer. That's truly, truly all you need, right? Hey, Natalie! Yay! Hello, hello! we're not really promoting in this video. We're not really promoting a certain product. I have 2 different kinds of mascaras that I like. And one of them I'm out of, so I can't show you. Melaleuca, Sabella, and I can get my cosmetics free there just from shopping for stuff I would shop for anyway, like toothpaste and deodorant and, you know, cereal and, you know, stuff like that. I save money, and then I'm awarded loyalty shopping dollars that I can use to go buy my cosmetics for free. So I just went shopping, spent almost 60 bucks, got a beautiful smoky eye mineral color palette, all kinds of good things to show you, but they were out of the mascara that I love. Now the Melaleuca, the Sabella, they have a couple of different mascaras as well. They have one that's similar to the curved brush I showed you earlier, very soft mascara, and they have one that's much like Mary Kay's Ultimate Mascara. This has been my staple and my bestseller for like years and years. So they have one that's like this, that's fantastic. And I can get it for free. So hey, why not? But the main thing truly in picking a mascara, Natalie, I love your guts. So Natalie Hall's on the line. She's a lip sense consultant. I do have a lip sense consultant who's going to be joining us next month. Next month, February, I think it's, oh, I don't have my calendar. I'll post it. I think it's the second Wednesday at 6:30. We're doing a Luscious Lips. And so I'll be teaching you about liners and lipsticks and glosses. We'll be talking about stains. We'll be talking, which I don't usually like, by the way. And Lip Sense is an amazing product that I just recently discovered through a friend of my son's who started a business. Fantastic product. And Natalie is a consultant of that company too. She's got some great educational videos out there. So she's going to be popping on and showing us a little bit about the Lip Sense line. And but that's a really fun line to look into. I have another girlfriend who manufactures, she and her daughter started a company where they make a natural vegetable oil-based lip crayon and lip glosses that are fantastic. So I have some guest speakers coming on for next month, Luscious Lips in time for Valentine's Day. But in particular, this video, we're not really promoting a specific product. I just want to share some tips so that you can use what you have. If you have a favorite product, that's great. Shout it out and share. But really, truly, when you're picking a good mascara, really, seriously, look at the brush. The brush is like key. I'm going to go again because we want party lashes. And again, making sure that you let them dry in between is really important so that you don't look like a tramp, right? I don't want to look like I need leather stilettos and tight jeans and walking the streets at night. You can't. Now, I will tell you, when you work with the Hollywood makeup artists, one of my favorite, Robert Jones, a lot of times what he'll do is he'll use a black on top and a soft brown mascara on the bottom. Do you know why he might do that? It's a fantastic tip. Especially when you get a little bit older. Here I am, I'm kissing 50 here, and I don't necessarily want to look like I'm in my 50s. So we keep all the attention up. Remember that when we create lift anywhere in the face, we create a more youthful, lifted appearance, right? And so when we draw attention downward, it tends to make us look old and fat, whether it's your cheeks, or your bronzers, or even your mascara. So if I have a problem area in my eyes, if my eyes are telling my age a little bit, besides investing in a good eye cream and a good skincare regime, I'm going to make sure that I keep all the focus up. So that includes how I define my eyes, how I contour my eyes, which we're going to go over Wednesday night. Be sure to join for Smoky Eye Night. But also, I'm going to create all the lift here in the eyes. And some days, I don't even wear mascara on the bottom lashes. So don't think you have to. If you don't wear mascara on the bottom, or you choose to wear a brown mascara on the bottom, you're just helping to create a more youthful, lifted appearance. And who doesn't want that, right? So party in a lash means I've talked long enough here. Let those dry. Natalie, your live video yesterday was awesome. I loved how she talked with us all, and she had the stripes. Really fun how she showed us how to combine colors. I've been doing that for years with my lipsticks, but it's really fun to see that with your Lip Sense. Fantastic. So here I'm going to hit this again. Oh my gosh, Natalie, you and I should do a video on your eyeshadows. I didn't even know they had eye products. So you can hit it again. So you can see the difference from before we started, when people don't even know I have lashes. I'll tell you a funny story. When I was in boot camp years and years and 100 years ago, I was in the military. And you can't wear makeup for like the whole time you're in. And when you get close to graduation, you get to dress up and you get to put on makeup. So I put on just mascara. And my my drill sergeant, whatever he was, CC, company commander, came up to me and he says, Alfred, that was my maiden name, Alfred, go take off those false lashes. Well, I didn't have false lashes on. I just finally, you can't see them. They're so blonde, you can't see them unless I put on mascara. Now, false lashes are fun. That brings me to another topic. False lashes are really fun. And I got to tell you personally, I hate wearing false lashes. I don't like them. I do teach how to put them on. I do have some customers who went through cancer and lost their lashes. And sometimes it's just nice to have a little va-va-va-voom, especially if it's, you know, if you're going to an event like you're on stage or something like that. I work with some different people that really need that extra lift, and that's kind of fun. Now you can, at the end, go through, here's the defining wand. Remember the difference between your wands. So here's a defining wand. I can go top it off to get a little more separation if I want. This is a great wand if I want to get a soft look on the bottom. Okay, so here we have like a gazillion coats, right? Thin coats that didn't weigh down the lash. Here we have 2 coats with a little thicker primer that weighed down the lash, and we have nothing on the bottom. Can you see the difference? And give me a shout. Let me know which eye you like best. I'll show you up close here. Let's be friends. What do you think, ladies? Kind of fun. Lashes are great. Lashes really make us feel pretty. Your eyes, they say, are the window to the soul. Don't forget, too, you can go through all that work and not do anything with the brow, and you're missing the party. If you're going to really do a glamour eye design, make sure you spend some time on your brows. Let's talk about brows for a quick minute. I'm not going to line them. I already kind of lined them here. When you take care of your brows, it's a great idea to go to somebody good and have them do your brows the first time and let them help you get a nice shape to your brow. Okay? What you're looking for in a brow design is you want it to start, if I take a pencil or a wand and I place it here on the inner canthus, the inner part of the eye, and I lift it straight up, that's where my brow should start. Okay? If I take my wand and I start here at the outer part of my nose and I carry it up to the outer part of my eye, that's where my brow should end. I'll tell you a useful tip here in a minute. That's where my brow should end. If you look at the pupil of your eye, where that black ends, the outer edge, okay, that's about where a little diagonal line, that's where your arch should be. Your arch should be right here in line with the outer part of the iris. Okay, that's where it's supposed to be. I'm here to tell you that we're all different. And we're created different for a beautiful purpose. If you had a rose garden, roses are beautiful, but oh my gosh, if you pair it with complementary, beautiful other colors, it's just magnificent. It's almost overwhelming in its beauty. We're all different. So I would counsel you to embrace your beauty. And if your eyebrows are a little different, that's fantastic. As long as you feel beautiful, to me, that's the most important part. I will tell you, I once worked with a very famous makeup artist. He was a head makeup artist for Columbia Pictures for years and years and years till he had a stroke. And he had, in this class, he had women shaving off their brows because of the shape. He didn't think the shape was not as it should be. Don't ever do that. Don't ever shave off your brows and pencil them in. Right now, there's a really hot trend that where people are really painting on. They're doing all kinds of crazy things with their brows and they look fake. Beautiful and glamorous. Doesn't really appeal to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like that kind of look? It is beautiful and it is glamorous. Not entirely natural, but it is beautiful. When you work with the big makeup artists in Hollywood, the most beautiful designs, the most beautiful makeup is so soft and natural. You almost can't tell they're wearing makeup. You just go, oh my gosh, she's beautiful, right? When somebody comes up and you say, wow, great lashes, that's not necessarily great, right? Although sometimes it's fun to have a party, right? Sometimes it's fun to put on a bow and a ribbon on your package. But when it comes to brows, keep in mind, as we age, our brows thin and they shorten, okay? Which is the opposite of your body, thickens and shortens. No, your brows thin and they shorten. So sometimes you'll see our brow will stop up in here. Keep in mind, your brow is much like a picture frame. So if you had a gorgeous picture, but then you go put it in a frame, it's like, oh my gosh, it's a masterpiece. Your eyes are no different. So when your brow stops here, keep in mind, this is all of the eye that they're going to take in, right? When we extend the brow just a little bit with a natural brow pencil that complements your color, it's going to make your whole eye appear more youthful, more lifted, a little larger, more luscious, right? So my favorite, and the favorite among professional makeup artists, is a blonde eyebrow pencil for most people. Unless you've got really dark hair, then you might want to go with a more brunette, or even a black if you're have truly black hair. But when you start, and we'll go through a little bit more on smoky eye night, keep in mind that when you use a pencil, you want to use strokes that are light and feathery and are no longer than your hair, right? I don't have a brow hair that's this long. Brow hairs are this long. So when I'm penciling in my brow, it's really short feathery strokes going from point A to point B and from point B to point C. What we don't want to do is, if you're one who's extending the tail of your brow down a little bit or out a little bit, don't be tempted to bring it down and you'll have a droopy dog eye that closes off the eye. Remember, from point B to point B, it's almost you're thinking out, light feathery strokes. Luscious and gorgeous lashes. So the products we talked about today, oh, and there's one I didn't tell you about. I was going to introduce to you. There's lots of different companies that have one, and I don't seem to have it in here. It's called, there's a lash serum, or you might find different serums that are purported to grow your lashes. I had a customer years ago who didn't have many lashes, and it was that you got to fit, your lashes are for a reason. They protect the eye from getting dust and particles and whatnot into the eye. Well, she had lots of problems because she didn't have many lashes, and she did. When she went outside, she had to really protect her eyes because they were being irritated. So she invested in some Latisse, very expensive product. And what they found was people with glaucoma, it was not only changing the color of their eye, but it was making their lashes grow. That's kind of how Latisse got started. That's what they use for glaucoma patients. And I'm not telling you, if you have glaucoma, to put Latisse in your eye. Don't do that. It's manufactured differently. But Latisse is a product that you put on the base of the lash to make your lashes grow. Mary Kay has one. It's a lash serum. It goes on like an eyeliner. So at night and in the morning, you typically, mainly at night, you go and you do a little liner on your eyes. And it does work. I had a girlfriend, we buried her son this year, and I lost all my lashes right here from crying so hard. And it works. It really does help your lashes. Your lashes will grow back anyway, but it made them grow back faster. And these you can also use on your brow. So if you're one who's finding that your brows are thinning, don't be afraid to put some on your brow. It will help your brows grow. There's lots of different companies that have that kind of product out there, and that's a fun product. Lash primers are great. Remember, it helps your lashes be thirsty for the product, and it will make a coat more effective of your mascara. I will say this Ultimate Mascara was one that I found I got really great results even without using a primer. Where before, a gazillion years ago, it would take forever to get party lashes with a gazillion coats. So different kind of brushes. We have thickening brushes. This is a nice thickening and lengthening brush. It's thicker here. It's got a nice taper, so it thickens and lengthens. Other brushes are designed to define the lash, and they're a little thinner. They have these tiny little protrusions that you see, kind of knobby in appearance, right? So you have those. You have some that curl, and I've already put that one away, so I won't show that again. You can always rewind it, I suppose, but the brushes that are a little bit curved, those are designed to curl. A unique brush like this is designed to thicken and define. And don't be afraid to use several different types of mascara to get the look that you want to look, or that you want to have. Anyway, I hope that helped. If you have questions, I don't see any questions. If you do have questions, shout them out to me, even in the comments. I love talking about that kind of stuff. I'm all about, I love it when we feel as beautiful as God made us to be. You are all beautiful, truly indeed, and I hope you feel that way. Have a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day coming up. Don't forget, Wednesday at 6:30, join us for Smoky Eye Night. Hey, Natalie, if you're still on here, give me a shout. I would love to maybe that's a great night to have you come on and show us some of the eye scent stuff. That might be kind of fun. I will be featuring Melaleucas. They have a natural base, more natural line of cosmetics that I really like. They use some mineral colors, but I would love to hear about your eye scent colors and how those work. I'd love to have you share those with us. What do you think? I think that would be fun. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Happy Valentine's Day coming up. Enjoy your Saturday, and we will talk to you later.